Okay, welcome team, gang, friends. It is 2100 hours. It is March. Hello, March. It's May 13th. But if you are watching this live, I want to say welcome. If you're watching the replay, I want to say welcome. If you're watching it on YouTube or Facebook or somewhere out there in the interwebs, I want to say welcome to the Save Club presentation tonight. So I'm excited about this business opportunity, we'll call it. All right. I'm gonna run through this. We should be fairly quick, about 3 hours. No, we'll be fairly quick, about 30 minutes. I'm gonna blast through this because it's really not a lot to really understand. It's like, do you want to discover how to save money on products and services we already purchase and make money? We see what's going on in the world right now. Both are apparent. Right? People do want to save money. When's the last time? Like last, we went to BJ's the other day. It was $702, right? Every time we leave the house, it's crazy. I mean, and this isn't something like, no one's saying I haven't noticed the prices of every day. I mean, everyone knows this. And then the side hustle phenomenon, the gig economy. I've been involved in the, network marketing industry for some amount of years. And this business model by far, look, if you're involved in network marketing, or if you ever have been, I'm going to get into it more in this
Now working today for
presentation.
$1 trillion. So keep in mind,
Let
Vince, you
me
want to
go
make me a
ahead and mute
co-host
some
and I'll
people.
as
Hey,
Vince, you
mute.
want to make me a co-host and I'll help
managed to
moderate?
Yeah,
remain
yeah,
so
that'd be great. I'll do that, Maddie. We have some people. Now, listen, for the folks, if you are going to unmute yourself, you're going to be put into timeout. All right. So I just want to let you guys know that we don't stand for that stuff. All right. That's fine. I get it. Right. I usually do webinar stuff. But anyway, so let's get into it. So I've been involved in networking for some years. I'm a retired New York City firefighter. I was a New York City cop for 11 years, a fireman for 10 years. I got involved in the home-based business network marketing space. I didn't even know it was network marketing, but this was 17 years ago. And over the years, you learn what works and most importantly, what doesn't work. And there are a few, the network marketing industry has gone through different stages, and we'll get into that. And right now, this subscription economy, this membership revolution is happening, and in a big way. We see memberships out there, subscriptions out there, things like Costco and Sam's Club and Netflix and Spotify and so many other subscriptions out there. And this is a space to be in. So, and real quick, like a couple of years ago, because I had gotten out of the network marketing industry, not fully. I was tired of all these different products and the greatest product ever and the auto ship and the business volume and that stuff. It really wasn't working the way it worked 10, 15 years ago. And it was apparent, and this is apparent. It's not a matter of opinion. And so I kind of got away from an industry that I really, really enjoy and come to love. It's given us a lot of freedom in our life and learned about passive income and team building and lead generation, all the things that are required to build a business online these days. And I was like at a place where it was nothing really good. And in 2023, I had like January 2023, I had like 5 or 6 people reach out to me about a new business model, a company called Live Good. It was this little $10 membership. It is this little $10 membership. And I saw it at first. I was like, it looks like another product-based business. I'm totally not interested. I don't care. I don't want to see it. But, folks, I stopped. I looked at the business model, and I'm going to get into that. And the model, I says, I get it. Because again, what works and what doesn't work. That business model, I said, this is going to be big. And a lot of people said it's not going to be big. And that company went on to break every or most or so many records in the direct selling, home-based business, multi-level marketing, social selling, whatever you want to call it, industry, the network marketing industry, acquired 1 million paid customers and affiliates in 13 months. And what I like most about the model, the membership model, is retention. Right? Acquisition is one thing, but retention is everything. The letters RE mean reoccurring, residual. We have recurring bills. Most people have, right? Mortgage, car payments, credit cards, student loans, phone bill, gas bill, electric bill, right? Food, clothing, shelter. Like I said earlier, has anyone gone to Costco lately? I mean, like I said, every time we leave the friggin' house, we just put, I'm a shock in my pool, it's $300, like everything, right? And so, people are looking, and this isn't some new phenomenon thing where people are looking right now, and it's all about a residual business. So what you can see tonight is listen, there's a $20 business. It's very low ticket. It's funny, you'll see a presentation, and you got to wait till the end to find out, well, how much is it? $20. Okay. And so why I premised this with Live Good, the company and the membership models, because when I saw Save Club 3 weeks ago, not even 3 weeks ago, I wasn't looking for something. I didn't log onto Facebook and say, hey, I hope someone hits me up with a business opportunity today. I didn't say that. It's like every day people coming at me and they want to send me my collagen and the peptides and the greatest product ever. I'm like, I'm really not into it. But I saw this and I get it because I know what doesn't work and I know what works. So I saw this funnel. This is a landing page, this website. My friend Matty, who's on here now, is a professional networker. He put this up. I also saw a few leaders in the industry all of a sudden like excited about this. I'm like, what is that? I started snooping around, right? And I saw this. I watched this 6 minute video. I looked around the website a little bit, like over 1,000 places to save with the world's biggest brands and exclusive deals. I want to save, right? Save money on products and services that I use every day. But this, guys, I'm into the business. Look, if there was no business attached, I wouldn't be doing a Zoom right now. Yes, I get my, I'd save money on products and services I use anyway. But why would I do a Zoom? It's because you can profit quickly with our turnkey marketing system. System is an acronym for save yourself stress, time, energy, and money. So I saw this video and I knew immediately, put my name and email in here. Now, if someone shared this link with you, I highly recommend you put your information in ASAP because it gets time-stamped. And what that means is as soon as you put this in, you receive an email. That email looks like this. Welcome to Save Club. Now, at this point, it's all free. It's taking a free tour of the back office. I went through this. I went to log in to saveclub.com. All right, here, click the link, went to the login page. Now, here's where you log in if you're a member, but at the time, I was a pre-enrollee. And that's free. Pre-enrollee, free. I just put my information in here, my email, and boom, it took me right to the back office. Now, this is like the free offer. You can look around this back office for free and get time stamped. And I knew that going in. It's funny. I'll send this to people. They're like, I don't know if I'm going to put my name and email in there. Well, I knew instantly I could do that, and I can easily opt out. But now I come to find out, and this is important to see this. The pre-launch it's currently in pre-launch. This isn't fully launched till June 1st. And again, the other company, Live Good, that has this model, and this is a better opportunity mathematically and for 100 reasons why. But that hit 1 million paid customers and affiliates in 13 months, guys and girls, right? And so this is something I saw that I said, this is, again, I wasn't looking for it, but I have a PhD in common sense, right? Negotiated my way out of middle school, PhD in common sense. So here, if you look here, see this ticker? There's a countdown to every Friday night. And if you don't understand the matrix, I'm probably not going to get into that tonight, okay? But the reality is here, there's a countdown every Friday night, and you can leapfrog people that come into this power line system, and there are thousands of people coming in here globally. Okay, so it says the most powerful system in the industry. There's really two things. I mean, this is easy, guys. Save money on things you're doing already, and we help people make money in this industry, and that's all we really do. So I click here to learn how to save money, and you look around a little bit. Now we can get into the portal itself, but these are not foreign things to me, right? IHOP, Holiday Inn, Buffalo Wild Wings, Jiffy Lube. Again, when you get when are you going to get a haircut? When are you going to get your tire changed? Insurance, vacation, food, clothing, shelter, Apple, right? Jiffy Lube, Costco, Marco's Pizza, all these Firehouse Subs, right? My kids, right? Papa John's, travel, all this stuff, shopping. Advanced Auto Parts, Petco, Costco, Landing, FedEx, right? Kohl's. Who doesn't want to save money? So to me, it just made sense. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I just want to show you real quick a couple things about this program that's got my attention in a big way, and a lot of people as well. People, and it's funny too because like no one knows about this. There's billions of people in the world, and I think there's like between 5,000 and 10,000 people that are actually enrolled here. So let's just say that 1 billion people ready to get started. That means if there's 10,000 people in, there's 1 billion people still available. So
I think there's only 5,500, right around 5,500, Vince.
5,500, I stand corrected. But the reality is, like, you can try, like, there's some people I know in the network marketing space, in the know, whatever. And they're like, oh, yeah, they're starting to hear about this. But like, I just talking to my neighbor, no one knows about this. And that's a great time. Some people say, get in early. Some people say it doesn't matter. I don't know if you got in early with Bitcoin or Google or Facebook stock. I mean, I think there's some merit to getting in early. But anyway, Save Club, global savings deals and discounts, pre-launch 2025. All right. The problem is what we know. The problem on the lower left is inflation, supply chain issues, corporate markups, and rising costs. I mean, I'm not saying anything that's strange to people. We know there's higher grocery prices, rising rent, housing costs. I mean, I have my sons are, and they're getting big, but they're young, like how are they going to go buy a house, right? Expensive fuel, transportation. So we know that that's an issue. And our solution, I'm not saying Save Club is the solution or the greatest thing ever. I'm saying this is a solution for people. You save money on products and services using daily anyway, and you access private discount network, earn cash back on everyday purchases, and you can create a significant, a residual income, passive, very sticky. It's all about sticky, all right? Otherwise, I'm not doing it. And that's like my mantra talking about passive income. I'm not going to get deep into it in this presentation, but I've been in this industry, and again, knowing what doesn't work is sometimes more important than knowing what works. So savings that make a difference, over 1 million in-store discount locations on all these different things. See, here's what I like. You guys know what this is. I don't have to tell anyone, hey, have you ever heard of Target? You ever heard of Home Depot? Everyone knows what that is. So it's not like this thing where I have to, convince someone. Target's or Cabela's, you should really go to Sam's Club or BJ's. You're going to do it anyway. I don't have to convince my friend, you should get an oil change. They're going to think I'm nuts if I say that to them. I don't even have to get involved, but this is a savings club from the world's best brands, dining brands, shopping brands, automotive, theme parks, right? Travel, and a lot more too. So again, BOGO, buy one, get one free. Save money on every meal, up to 50%. Cash back. Like if you start looking into the industry of the cashback phenomenon, there's a reason why companies are doing this. Right now, there's literally $1 trillion in play in marketing and advertising dollars in play. Companies can't get people's attention. See, we have some people here right now, and friends do what friends do. So what companies are doing, I mean, when you think about affiliate marketing, Amazon's an affiliate, Target's an affiliate, Walmart's an affiliate. Most products and smart brands out there have an affiliate plan, because if you have an affiliate plan, you make a sale before you pay anyone. Advertising costs, you have to pay to get someone's attention, and a lot of it's becoming white noise. So companies are saying, you know what? I'll pay you if you get me a customer. If you don't, that's okay. Right? So you take affiliate marketing and you blend it with multi-level marketing. I know it's a bad term, multi-level marketing. Yes, a leverage-based business where you can build a business globally, digitally, with incredible leverage. So this is why this model, again, you take that network marketing model and remove the things that don't work. We'll show you in a minute, like auto ship and business volume and all these overpriced products and all that silliness. And you just use that model in a subscription space and make an affiliate, then you're going to get a boom. And it's been proven, all right? Dining discounts, again, these places. I'm not going to hang all night there. Unlock, retail savings, online savings, shop smart, shop big, right? There's a lot behind this company, what we're learning every single week. Every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, there are corporate Zooms. I also do these Zooms at noon. I like doing them at Zoom at noon. We have them recorded. We have team trainings. What I like about networking, and I've been involved in like digital marketing as well, where it's a one-tier affiliate plan. But here you get support. You get people have a monetary vested interest in your success, and they do it for free. Most people don't realize that. You get built-in consulting in this industry. It's free. So let's move on. Travel savings. From what I understand, Saving Club has 6 portals now, right? So again, if you're traveling, is it always going to be I'm not going to say it's always cheaper. Is it? If it is, get what's cheapest, what works best. But why not have this portal right on your phone? And there's other things called card linking that's coming. It's really, when you plug into what this company's doing, you start to get really, I'm blown away. So this is why you may either hear it in my voice, or this is why I'm doing a Zoom. Why else would I be doing this Zoom right now, right? And so when you do comparisons, I mean, this is basic math. What I like about this, I'm to sit here and convince somebody, you really should pay the lower price. So this is something that we're just sharing with you. It's available to you. Okay. So the membership easily pays for itself. So if it's $20 a month and you're going to save on average, we're not saying, I'm not here to say you're going to save all this money, but on average, if a potential annual savings per user is $1,600 and you're spending $20 a month, it doesn't make sense not to do it. That's like saying, if I hand you a $20 bill and you hand me a $30 bill back, how many times would I do that? I just wouldn't stop doing that. So it doesn't even make sense. All right. Any way you can save, we're gonna save. Right. And things like dining, food, shopping, retail, auto, health services. I just priced out my gym membership I'm gonna save money on, right? Just by using this. And that's residual savings, by the way. That's not just one time. So this is the hottest business of 2025. I mean, there's some really cool businesses out there. I get pitched all the time. I try to do the right thing by some friends that reach out to me, saying, "Vin, would you take a look at this for me?" And da da da. I do. This, but I'm choosing this because, again, residual income for a regular person out there. I just want to speak to I come from the working class. If you weren't here in the beginning, I have a background as a civil servant for 20 years, a little over 20 years. Come from a working class family, so it's all about um, residual bills suck. They just do. I mean, I got, 4 kids. When we got married, we acquired our first, we got a mortgage, a second mortgage. This was 17 years, more than that, years ago. First mortgage, second mortgage, credit cards, 2 car payments. I never had student loans because I, negotiated my way out of middle school, but still, it was like, holy crap. There's one more month at the end of the money. That's why I got into networking. And when I started finding out about reoccurring income, I was like, I can do that. I want to do that. I want to learn how to do it. Right. And so this model is something where you can build something, we'll help you do it, something that's sticky. Okay. Now, I just want to talk about the traditional MLM if you've been around. All right. On the left, you have like traditional network marketing. And I'm not here to crap all over it, but it's I don't know. It's just not working, and it's being phased out. And if you're in a presentation with a traditional network marketing opportunity, it's like you have to introduce something new to someone, something foreign, something they haven't seen before. It's like the greatest collagen ever. Or we got the greatest peptides, or the greatest juice, the pills, the lotions, potions, and pills from the oceans and muck. And it's just like, how about I don't give a crap? Like when people hit me up about that, I'm not interested. Maybe it's some people look, everyone wants to look good, feel good, less like we all want it, right? But that business model is it's just not working. And so again, when you are introducing someone to that, they don't even know what the hell you're talking about. With Save Club, we know exactly what you're talking about. So on the left, this is foreign and this is familiar. Like Jersey Mike's is familiar to people. Samsung is familiar to people. Getting an oil change is familiar. Getting new tires or getting a flight, right? Going and getting a haircut. That's familiar to people. Going to Apple, Target. It's not strange for me to say to a friend, hey, I saved 10, I got a discount club. I saved 10% and I just went to Target. My wife is dragging me into Target again, right? And so that's, it's like we getting dragged through all these stores. So why not have savings, right? So on the left, traditional network marketing. Again, there's like product education. I got to tell you why my collagen's better than yours. My peptides and the juice and all this stuff. And again, I know it sounds like I'm crapping on it, well, because maybe I am a little bit, but it's just to me, it's very boring. It's very hypey and silly, and it's dated. It's like it's silly. And then why is my collagen better than yours? Well, we have a certificate analysis. We got the doctor's call. We run Dr. Phil or whatever. You can't get it anywhere else. The indigenous people in the Amazon, they dive in, get the juice naked, and and they freeze dry it and put it right. It's these crazy before and after pictures, right? Yeah. Oh, my hunchback uncle drank the juice and he ran a marathon the next day. And then 3 weeks later, he's all Photoshop. It's insane. It's so I'd rather just save money on stuff I'm already doing, right? And there's an opportunity there. So everyone knows, everyone knows, everyone wants to save money. Everyone knows these products and these brands, right? So again, traditional network marketing, usually you get on a thing like tonight and it's like, hey, you can get started today for $700 and you just buy a bunch of products to put in your garage and throw them away. And so, then you got to get on auto ship for, $150 a month. It's like, should we pay for the kids' college? No, no, buy the weight loss pills. It doesn't even make, guys, I'm sorry, but it's dated. It doesn't even make sense anymore, right? And industry average, and this is where business comes in. If you don't have business acumen and like research the industry you're in, it's funny, people get involved in network marketing and know nothing about, oh, I don't know the comp plan, or I don't know anything, or I don't know the bit. I get the whole ignorance on fire is better than knowledge on ice. I get it. I do. But if you're going to spend time, like it's about time. The more gray hair I get, the more like precious time becomes. Like, am I going to spend time trying to convince people to buy a product in a business where the industry average is 2.7 months? So you literally can't create residual income. And we see it. We see, if you're involved in this industry, network companies are going out of business left and right, and emerging are memberships. It's just facts. These are numbers, all right? So even if people let's just say if someone decides to stay on ownership and a starter pack, the old model, that's about $2,000 a year. Save Club is $60 to be an affiliate. So if you choose to be an affiliate, you pay $60 a year, but you get a funnel, you get an opt-in form, a done-for-you email campaign, automation. There's AI for lead generation, follow-up. I mean, this is a 2025, 2026 and beyond business model. Lead generation, systems, automation, right? Attraction marketing. We have an enormous amount of marketing materials that you can use to generate leads. Okay. So you look at $60 and it's a $20 a month membership. Got that? $20 a month. Okay. And if you want to pay annual, like I did, I'll show you why I did in a minute. Maybe we'll talk about that. But you look at annually, I paid $300. You don't have to. You put it this way, you don't have to do anything. If you're watching this, say it's not for you, it's not for you. If you say I want to start for, $60 tonight and $20, you're in for $80 and then $20 a month. Or you spend 300 and the reason I do the VIP 300 is I don't want an annual. I mean, I'm sorry, I don't want a monthly. And I create that culture in my team. So now I have massive retention. And there's added bonuses for the VIP program. So again, you look at the annual, this is, I'm not looking to downplay it because it's so inexpensive, but the reality is I'm just showing you the math. Okay. Again, what's different, right? On the left, you have starter packs and auto ship and business volume and all that stuff. On the right, you don't have that. Netflix doesn't say, hey, listen, you didn't watch any movies this month. What's that about? You have to watch 3 movies a month. Costco doesn't say, wait a second, I haven't seen you here in months. We're canceling your membership. Like, you don't have to purchase something to stay active. So, like, on the right, we understand that. It's familiar to us. On the left, the whole thing, like, you got to buy it or else. And we watch like Netflix or we go to Costco on our time. It's all about our time. And, the days of inconveniencing people to sell overpriced products, I think that's a thing of the past. And this whole membership subscription economy is what it is. It's why it's like, people are bugging out about this because, all right. So here's how to get started. Your payment options, you can start with a credit card, right? Visa, MasterCard, American Express, Discover. You can use crypto to get started. And you can use BitPay, iPayout or BitPay payout. I like this system. It's like ACH. There's not even a middleman. I connect the ACH checking account right to Save Club, and boom, it gets paid, right? This is a very simple system. Again, if you look at the back office, I like that the letters are big. Maybe my eyes are going, but I like the letters are big. The buttons are colorful. Everything's big. Everything is fast. The funnels are there. Like, everything is really up to date and really awesome. So this is kind of how you do it, right? This is how I saw it. You can, message someone or text someone. I've done that. I texted a few people. They're probably on here right now. I texted a few people. Hey, have you seen this? Have you seen this yet? Send them my link. They saw the video. They opted in. Boom, they're in. You could post it on Facebook. We'll teach you how to do it. Don't be a spammy Sosa and out there like, oh, this is the greatest thing ever, and like bomb it all over your Facebook page with it. That works for some people. Some people it doesn't. Right? It doesn't really work great for me to spam people. Some people can, right? Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, right? LinkedIn. Okay. So what you do is that's how we communicate these days, is it not? We communicate using these channels, and then there's a call to action. Okay. Take a look at this. And they take a look at that. When they do, they fill out the form, they get an email, right? They get an email, and I showed you this. Check the email. They go to the back office, right, for the free tour, and then they upgrade. And that's what we do. So it's really fairly simple program. I'm excited about this because of I like residual income. I just, I'll say this, and then we'll have some people come on and share a little bit, right? And we'll be finished in probably another 2 hours. No, I'm only kidding. So what I like about passive income, in my experience, so my first run in networking, and again, I have a background as a civil servant, but my first run in like MLM. Okay, I went to a meeting and my friend was stalking me to go. I was like, "Is that a pyramid?" I kept not showing up. He was getting pissed. But anyway, I got started in MLM. Right? I didn't know it was network marketing. I had some friends say, "Is that MLM?" I'm like, "What is that?" I just saw a business. I saw an opportunity. I saw a circle, and they said you can get two, and I was like, I want to be a circle. Like I got it instantly. I wanted to be so I got in, and we built a business with a company. It was a product-based business. This is back in 2007, and we were making more money than I ever made as a fireman. And it was like, wow, this is incredible. But then it was like death by a thousand slices. Like people kept coming off Photoshop. Built this big team. I had like duplication and everyone because of timing, right? The timing in that company. And so I was there for 3 years. Then I saw a business in the energy space. And the reason I'm saying this is because the energy business had no product. It was digital. And it was helping people save money on something they were doing anyway. And I was with that company for 8 years. And we made multiple five figures a month for 8 years. Now, I'm not saying that because of the whole money thing. It is that, but it was no stress. I knew my family would be taken care of. God forbid if something happened to me, it's like this. This is why, not to be morbid, but real sticky passive income is something that could literally build a financial fortress around your family. God forbid something happens to you. That's a big deal to me. After that, I got that company severed the network marketing arm, that energy company, which wasn't fun, but that's what happened. Happens after 8 years. And then I got back into the whole product-based thing. This company, and again, the same thing started happening until take that dog out of here until 2023, or just close my door. Okay, thanks. See the kids, they always do it to you, right? When they were little, you're on the phone. Now I got the 19-year-old walking in my office here. I don't even know how to get them out of the house. So that's another story, another cup of coffee. But anyway, we want to protect them with what? Passive income. Passive income, right? I have a pension from the city. I was a New York City cop. I didn't do that because it was fun, although it was fun for 20 years. Then I was a fireman for 10 years. You do those jobs because of the pension. Most people don't have a pension right now. A lot of people don't. I talk to people all the time. They're like, I wish I had a pension, right? So if we can show you how to make 1,000 a month, 2,500 a month, $3,000 a month, all right? If you could make 500, 800, $1,000 a month in passive income, that means you can assist people in doing that. When that happens, that's when your business takes off, skyrockets. We'll help you do it. So let me have Maddie come on. Matt, if you would. Maddie's a friend of mine. I know Maddie through the network marketing industry, this MLM pyramid business. And Maddie, why are you here? You've been around in this industry for many, many years. And what do you see here and why? I know you're excited as all get out.
Yeah, Vince, hey, thanks for having me on this evening. Folks, Matt Jameson here, Salmon River, New Brunswick, Canada. Like I say on my TikTok lives and Facebook lives, I'm 51 years old. I don't have a boss. I don't have a job. And I work at home full time on the internet. And this just made sense to me. I mean, I love to save money like you do, Vince, but what a concept. Make money helping people save money. And you just did such an eloquent job of explaining that. We already know the brands. We love the brands. We want to get the brands cheaper. And it just makes total sense. And, being able to help people save money, and there's more stuff coming than what we have. We're in pre-launch, folks. We started on April 21st. We're 18 days in. We're growing faster than that little tiny company, Live Good, that did 1.8 million paid members in 2.5 years. and we get a better offering. We don't have products that are shipping. We don't have ingredients. We don't have, products that cost more to ship to a country if it can even get there. And so I'm super excited about this. I wasn't looking for another business. I know Vince said that, but I definitely wasn't. And my friend Jason, who we're going to hear from in a minute, gentleman I met back in 2005, 2006 area, back in the day when he joined one of my teams years and years ago, was doing a lot. And I just popped in, and then I heard he was excited about something. And when Jason gets excited, he gets very passionate. And you'll hear that from Jason here in a minute. And I said, well, I trust you, Jason. I want to know what's going on. And so I paid attention. It turns out that a friend of mine that Jason had just met recently, a good friend of mine that I've known for 16, 17 years, owns this company. I went, holy crap. And then I found that it was the backbone of the Live Good company. I knew we had a home run. I knew that we had a winner here. And I said, you know what? I'm going to shift. I didn't. And I just launched a new business here a little while ago, an amazing product that's dropped me to my lowest weight on the planet. And I feel great and blah, blah, blah. But I got to explain product ingredients in this, whatever. But I just knew, Vince, that I had to get involved here. And here we are. I did the annual membership as well. I made $925 in the first 2 weeks, covered my annual membership in my next 2 years of annual memberships after this. And so I'm in profit already, and we haven't even got paid the residual income that's coming. And we didn't get into the comp plan because we don't need a deep dive into that stuff. But folks, there's coded bonuses, and the more you help people, the more you win. And then as you rank advance, there's even more codes in the comp plan, and it's truly amazing. That's all we got to say is that it's a $20 business, folks. It's a $20 decision. I don't know about you. If I used to go to the bar and spend $20 on my first drink and a half, like that's better than I used to go to the bars. I don't go to the bars anymore, but it's $20. People spend $20 up here in Canada on a pack of smokes. Like it's crazy. Yet $20 for a membership that can help you save money, can enrich your lives of your family, create that residual income. It's a no-brainer for me. And so I want to turn it over to Jason. Jason is very instrumental in helping Charles with. Oh, by the way, you didn't even bring up the AI, folks. We're gonna have some wicked AI technology where the AI is gonna. You know what? Maybe I'll let Jason cover that. Jason Cardamone out in Colorado. I know you're here. Good friend of mine. Like I said, going back 2005, 2006, when Jason I re-entered the industry, we kind of taught him how to do some advertising and some marketing. And I'm just going to say I got him started, but I am not responsible for the success that this guy's become and how many lives he's impacted over these last 19, 18 years. I failed math class. I can't do math, whatever that number is. Mr. Cardamone, if you don't mind, come on and share with everybody what got you excited here and why you got me excited and why I get Vince excited. And I think why Ed's here and Dan and Carolee and Jennifer and Kathy and Lori and everybody's here. Why are you excited, Jason?
I appreciate you, Matt. Ben, you guys are I'm really excited again, just listening to this whole presentation and then listening to both of you share your stories. So this really, I wasn't looking for anything either. And I think, there's a recurring pattern. And I just want everyone to understand that I've heard that now from dozens and dozens of people. There are people just like Vince, just like Matt, just like myself, that have already made lots of money. We're already doing one or multiple other things. That was our full-time focus. And I can't tell you how many people just shared the exact same thing. Like, I wasn't looking for anything, but this just, it made sense. They were hearing things about saving money on stuff they're already buying. It's only $20, that there's incredible comp plan. And then one thing I will share this is that I didn't know our founder and CEO very well, Charles, up until about a month before we launched. And we met through my sponsor, Pete, who was the first guy to go into this company. So Pete knew Charles really well. It turns out a whole bunch of people knew Charles really well, including Matt, my friend Eric. The more I brought up his name, I was like, how do I not know Charles? Because everybody I'm talking to already knows this guy. And he had an incredible reputation, which that is really, really important here. The guy is a workhorse. He has his head, his heart in the right place. He's an incredible guy. He's one of the most trusted leaders I've ever worked with ever. And so to have him leading the helm, I am super comfortable. I'll share this, that for years, since 2018, I haven't felt comfortable putting Jason Cardamone and any company in the same sentence together. So everything I've done has been blind offers, where it's been things behind the scenes. Not that I've never promoted anything I didn't trust, but to brand myself and my reputation, I just didn't feel comfortable. Like, you were hearing Vince talk about companies that just kind of changed things and fell apart, and Matt knows all about that too. And so to have what Charles has put together here, this is just mind blowing. And I just happen to know about it before most, in fact, the entire planet, minus a couple of people. And I was helping Charles. I was actually consulting around the tech and the AI stuff. And so Pete knew I was really deep. I have a deep background in tech and everything and building in this industry. And so he connected me with Charles. I put together the map of basically the foundation, the tech stuff behind the scenes. And then Charles went out and hired not one of, the very most qualified person I've ever met in the entire software industry. The guy he's only in like his mid 30s or something. He already's retired. He used to have 300 programmers underneath him, and he's long retired. He's made so much money. He's worked with so many blue chip and gigantic companies that make your head spin. And I've never met anyone like him in the network marketing industry because he's incredible. So the AI things that they are doing, they're basically going to have here's our only job is going to be those pages that Vince showed you. You just enter your name and email, your phone number. That's it. Once you do that, you can just go to the beach, go hang out with your family, do whatever you're going to do. Now, I still believe it's wise for you to make a connection with people, but this is how amazing this stuff is. So I've been deep with AI. I was learning AI back in my senior year of college in '98. That's how far back I go with tech. In fact, I was programming at 6 years old, which is a whole crazy, crazy story. But I've known about AI for a very, very long time. And it's just getting good here in the past 2, 3, 4 years. And so Charles is one of the only people that I've met in the space that understands it to a really deep degree. And so when we first connected, I was like, I freaking love this guy. And I wasn't going to have anything to do with this company. I was just consulting for him and helping him some. And I thought it was actually going to be like I was going to be paid behind the scenes like a salary kind of a tech thing. And it turns out I'm so happy it didn't go that route, because what we have here is leverage and leaders from all around planet Earth that are so excited. And it's just I couldn't have said, like, Vin, I love the way you present, by the way. You just nailed it. You keep it entertaining. You're concise with your words. It's like, I love the way you presented here tonight. And you gave such a great picture of what the enrollment process looks like and all that. So back to the AI stuff is that so there's 3 types of AI. We have the sales AI, the customer service AI, and one other piece that's not as relevant right now. So the sales piece is what goes to work when you enter your name, email, your phone number, when a prospect does, a pre-enrollee. The AI, once we kick this in, and I don't have time frames for you, but I think some of this will kick into gear in the coming weeks. Some of it will kick in over the next like month or two. And we don't want to nail it down because tech can sometimes get delayed, even with, I'm not exaggerating, the best tech guy I've ever met in all my years. And I'm way picky with working with tech people. And so this guy is insanely qualified. And he took all the frame that I had built and he said, this is perfect. And he knew exactly what we needed. And then he's just been off building. And so with his team of people. So it's what will happen, someone enters their information, they will get a phone call, they will get emails returned to them and emails sent to them, and they will also get text messages. And most people on the planet, it will take them a long time to figure out it's actually coming from an AI. I'll also just share, I owe all of you this duty, that AI is so good that you could take like a 2-minute clip of one of your loved ones and feed the video and voice in, and you could be on a Zoom call with it, and most of you wouldn't know that it's not your loved one. That's how far it's coming. I'm not exaggerating. I can promise you, be aware of the scams in the months and the year. If they're already here, but just be aware they're going to get bad in the years to come. And so but imagine that happening, but not in a way where it's like a scam, in a way where people understand that. In fact, Matt and I had a system in 2006 or 7 that after a few emails, it actually told you, like, by the way, this isn't really Jason or Matt, this is our system. And I remember seeing that, and I was so young to this industry and I didn't know what was going on. I loved that part of it. I was like, wow, it's sharing with people what we're actually doing. And so that's what's going to happen. And they're going to be in phone conversations, they're going to be in text messages back and forth with AI that's going to help them answer questions and help move them to get signed up with you. So all you have to do is get people to enter their name, email, their phone number, and all of that machine kicks off. So that's the sales AI. The customer service AI is on the inside for all of us who are customers and affiliates and members, that when you have problems, instead of just the help desk that we currently have, and by the way, our help desk, the lead help desk guy, he's from Google and he's very, very, very good. And he knows exactly what he's doing. So I share all this just to say, Charles knows how to hire like no one I've met. He has his head totally on the right place. And he is so about serving people and just making an impact throughout humanity. He cares about every single person on here. And I hope you all get to know him to some degree. If you've ever seen his webinars, you can tell, like, he's not there. He doesn't even use sales skills. He doesn't really have that many. He is all like, his heart just is, it's there. And so anyway, I feel so good about what we're doing here. I'm super excited. And the big thing that really moves me, I've always loved why I came into this industry. I love the idea of residual income and leverage. And there's so many businesses out there. Like, I made a bunch of money a year ago with some digital marketing products, but there's no leverage. And it was great income. I made like 3 months of income in like 3 weeks. I was like, that's awesome. But then I was like, wait, I have to keep getting the work and go making more. I'm just going to share with all of you. I could right now just walk away from Save Club, and with the leaders and the people on board, my family will be set for the whole life, for months and years to come with what's already set. Now I'm going nowhere because we have millions of lives to impact. And I have never been this excited. I haven't been nowhere near this excited for many, many, many years. In fact, I just had the same conversation an hour ago with someone sharing the exact same thing. And so, and that's because we have the vehicle, it's super low cost, but don't let that $20 a month deceive you. This thing pays hard, and it pays residually. One of Charles' visions and missions with this is to get something that is as sticky. I'll give an example with Vince on here. Vince, thank you for your service, by the way. So 20 years as a policeman and 10 years as a firefighter, he has pension and he has a sticky income for all the service that he did, right? So imagine if we could all have a version of that same thing. That's what Charles' vision was for all of us, is to have something that can create you a sticky residual income when people are saving not just 30, 40, 50. We have countless people that have already saved 50 to $100+ a month just in the first couple weeks of the company. But imagine people that are coming in, they're falling below you in the matrix. And it's even better when you're bringing people in because you're getting little matches on everything that everybody's doing. Mm-hmm. And what happens, nobody's ever going to cancel their $20 a month because nobody can. 1 out of 3 members of households in the entire United States, they're all not even households, people. 100 million memberships to Costco in the US alone. That's 1 out of 3 people, not even households. Why is that? Because people can't afford to cancel their annual membership because we save hundreds and probably thousands of dollars a year shopping there, right? I also just found out just yesterday, someone on our team posted, you can save $40 on your Costco membership with Save Club. So this thing, it saves you all over the place. I will also share with what the deals we already have, something like 1 million shops around the world, 40,000 different, just there's so much stuff already. It's only like 10% of what is going to be in there in these months and over the course of the rest of this year. And so while we already have people saving insane amounts of money, whatever you're buying, and there's going to be some things that come out here, and I have to be really careful on this. And so America, there are some countries where I know some people they're having, they don't have a lot of deals where they live yet. That is Charles. Sorry, guys, I don't know if I just blinked out there. My apologies. Charles' primary mission is to actually start doing less of the company webinars so he can focus completely on making the deals. He has inked so many deals just in the last 3 weeks. Most of them aren't even in our back office yet. There's entire new portals with the additional one we already have. And then he wants to save some of this for the app coming out. I don't know when the app is due. It's in the weeks, the next month or two. So there's so much coming. And if you can just get a glimpse of some of this, low-cost membership, the way I see this, every person on the planet needs this thing. Even people I've worked with in the Philippines, they live off like $300 a month if they're lucky enough to have even income. And I know I have colleagues over there, friends, that are sleeping on the floor of their parents' house with a family on one mattress on a dirt floor because COVID has wrecked that country. They even need this kind of thing, especially as we get deals throughout the Philippines over there. And so there is nobody in the world that this rules out. And it also pays really, really well, really, really deep. And you're getting pieces of, like, I just checked, my team is now down 14 generations. And this is Wednesday, this is this 22nd day since we launched. So 3 weeks and 1 day. And there are people that have come down. So I'll give you an example. Matt joined me. Matt is level 1. Vin joined Matt. That's level 2. And it keeps going on. Whoever joined Vince is level 3. That I have places in my team. It's 14 generations deep already. Wow. That is absurd. By the way, the place that happened, it was a gal I know. She's always struggled with success in this industry. Her biggest ever was an income of about $500 a month, and it went away pretty quickly. She enrolled 2 people. One of them did nothing. One of them enrolled 3 to 5 people. Those 3 to 5 grabbed another couple, and that went down now 14 generations deep. They're both sitting there at the top like, I don't even know what to do. We've never had anything like this happen. So don't be deceived by just find people and don't prejudge them. I didn't think Matt would look at this. I didn't think my friend Aaron, Rachel, so many people I introduced this to. I didn't know who was open, but I knew people who weren't open. And that was like Matt on this call here, my friend Aaron. They were not, I knew they weren't open. And I'm just grateful that they happened to see it, like Matt happened to see that live. And maybe some of you, you're just seeing this for the first time and you happen to catch something in here. So I could go on all night. I'm so excited about this, but I want to throw this back. Like Matt and Vince, I am so grateful for both of you. All of you, if you're working with Matt and Vin, like you guys are in such blessed hands here, or whoever you're working with, this entire team, we are literally the best trained team in this entire company. And we will continue to prove that. I'll share this. I have people from the other big marketers out there. They're not getting support. They don't know what to do. They're getting pitched all these different things. They're already coming to me saying, hey, can I come in your team? And I'm like, no, you can't. I'm sorry. It's only for people who've joined our team. This is thousands and thousands of dollars and decades of hard-fought wisdom. And some of it's sitting on this very call, and will continue. There's a lot of training to come out within the team. So, this is the best team, the best company. We're going to blow away. Even Ben, the owner of Live Good, knows we're going to blow away all the numbers that he did. And they've shattered most of everything, the records in the industry. With almost 2 million members in 2.5 years. All of us know we're going to blow that away.
Yeah.
And it's just a matter of how fast you take action. And you might be like Dawn on the team. She enrolled 2 people, and she's up to 7, so she didn't stop. She keeps enrolling people now, but just a couple people, it's changed the course of her life forever. And that can happen to anybody if you just keep working at it. So Vince, I'll throw this back to you, Matt. I totally appreciate you guys. Thank you for allowing me to jump out here, and let's do this, guys. This is amazing.
Thanks,
Excellent.
Jason. Appreciate you.
Excellent. I really appreciate your leadership, Jason. And hey, Jay, what does that girl Dawn? How big is her team now? How many? And how many, if you don't mind sharing some numbers with some other groups?
You bet. The Don's team is, it looks like about 487 members. They are just under our team right now is we're just about at 1,100 members. We'll probably cross that tonight. We are officially the fastest growing team in the entire company. We've caught all of the other people on the leaderboard that have put up bigger numbers than the rest of us that are on the leaderboard.
Yeah.
And the reason for that, just so everyone understands this, the reason is because what we're doing with our training is teaching duplication.
Right.
So we're looking to help people go 1-star, which is just recruiting your first 2
Two.
people, where a lot of marketers out there, they'll just slam a bunch of people in.
Yep.
So I did slam a bunch of people in, and now I'm serving the crap out of them. That's just what I've never signed up this many people this fast. It was like a miracle. But I share that just to say a lot of internet marketers out there, they just slam a bunch of people in, then leave them hanging. In fact, I'll just share with a bunch of you, some of those people will end up canceling and rejoining those
Yep.
of you that are serving them. Now, I don't believe in going out to like poaching other people, but they will come looking and begging. And in fact, they'll end up joining 2 teams sometimes. And when they see the kind of culture and the things we're doing within Team Inspire,
Yep.
they will stick, because they will realize, even if they were just trying to grab the secrets and share them somewhere else, they'll realize, well, how do my people get this stuff? Because it's all inside the team and I can't get them in here. So that, and it's not an us against them. We want everybody to win in the company, because the global leadership pools, and like it's incredible. Like I'm all for helping. I'm known for helping people cross line like all over the company, but not when our team is like what we're doing. I will stay hyper focused here. And if things settle down and we have things all smooth and everything else, I love serving and helping people, but it's that's just, I want to try to give some glimpses of what we have. So Vin, are those some of the numbers you're looking for?
Yeah, I just wanted to share with some folks what can happen, the possibility. Look, the acquisition is high because it's such an appealing offer, and the barrier of entry is so low, right? Not to downplay, but it being $20, right? It's not like a big decision, right? And then you have, I mean, I'm all about retention, and retention is everything. I chose Matt to sponsor me for a variety of reasons. Matt's a good guy, he's a friend. His professionalism, his commitment, his leadership, his ability, his knowledge. And then, Jason, I know that he has you as a sponsor, and then Pete's your sponsor, and then Pete's direct to the company. So if you're on this Zoom right now, like I have a couple of leaders and friends, Steve's a friend of mine, a fireman, Big Ed Russo, absolute gentleman and mensch, good guy, a leader, solid a friend. We're all so high and tight to this company and so early. And again, the culture is key. The culture of real training, like how do we build a business now in 2025, 2026? There's a lot of trainings, and not to overdo it, but I'm going to be doing these overviews most of the week at noon. There'll be recordings as well. I wanted to come in and do one at 9. The company has them corporate. I'll never do a Zoom while the company's doing one. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 9 o'clock Eastern. We have that. Jason and Aaron and Matt and Pete, they have pop-up Zooms and training and trainings, mindset, skill set, how to execute. Not, everyone starts at a certain point, but how do you get there? Everyone started somewhere, right? How do you become the best version of yourself? And this is a great vehicle because the retention, you can focus on really sewing into people, because there's not this obligation of paying, again, not to crap on MLM companies, but there's $150 a month and trying to recruit your way out of it. you pay your business and you don't even like. I mean, you do the VIP like most of the teams doing, and you don't have any overhead. Right. So now you can literally learn skills that you would pay money to learn, right? From people that know how to do it. So Jason, Matt, and I appreciate you guys. Guys, if you're watching, I put the Zoom together like an hour before I put it on. So I just sent it out. That's the kind of commitment we have with the up team. Matt and Jason, they're like, yeah, we'll come on. Jason's in the middle of moving right now. He's got a lot going. Maddie's in the middle of the woods right now in friggin' Canada, right? And so, but again, I want to say thank you for all the guests that are on. If you're watching it live, the replay. Does anyone have any questions? How about that? If anyone has any questions, we're an open book. We didn't mean for it to go long. We're just excited. We can't help it. This is better than Netflix, I think. And so, does anyone have a question, anything, a concern? Feel free to unmute yourself and say, hey, like, what's the deal with this thing? You know, ask us. We're an open book. Anyone?
Well, hey, it's Eric here.
Hi, Eric.
And hey, um, I know Jason when I guess I think it was a Success Academy or something like that. And I just never got going. And I really don't know how to go about. I mean, I bought into this and now I don't know how to market this or how
Well,
I'm going to attract other people. So
if
I'm
you
like
if you don't
going
mind
from
me
the
taking that one, that's why we, like I said, we had just plug in. You're here right now, right? We're in the right spot. You're on here now, and then you get on the next training. I would suggest personally grab a book and start reading. You know, something about, maybe I would grab a John Maxwell book about leadership development. Read some stuff. Maybe like Think and Grow Rich is a great book there. Here's what I would do personally. All right, and I would read something and use a highlighter and then put a post out there saying, I'm reading this book and this just jumped off the pages at me and I want to share it with you, and put it out there, and and we'll help you along. So so that's I hope that helped. I don't want to get too into. I'm going to really
Eric,
focus.
do you know anybody that's struggling with the cost of goods? Do you know anybody that's struggling with the cost of eggs? Do you know anybody that's
Yeah.
struggling with the cost of gas? Do you know anybody that's struggling with the inflation of groceries?
Yeah, not even a
right.
sales thing.
And so what I mean, I guess I could like make a list of these people and I guess I have to know more of what I have to go into the Safe Club and see what's available for
You
people and
know what?
then
I don't mean to interrupt you, but you don't have to do any of that. And well, you get with your sponsor and the up team, and we'll help you with those things. I want to give some of the questions if there are any guests as well. If you don't mind, Eric.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Eric, message me in Facebook, bro. I will make sure. It sounds like you're not
yeah,
plugged into team
yeah.
training. I got you.
And we'll help you. And that's
Yep.
why that's again. And if you funny if with affiliate marketing, you'll never get help. We'll be like, oh, you bought it. See ya. And so with this we're gonna sew into you. And look, my team culture, it's always gonna be three things. Always. One, have fun. Number one. Two, embrace personal development. Three, build wealth. It has to be in that order. If you're not having fun, there's a lot of reasons why. We're going to attract into our reality other success-minded success seekers, and people want to have fun. The hell. So, anyone with a question about? Yes, Jeff.
I just want to make sure that everybody's cool with, like, I watched some of your stuff that I really love, your posts and everything. So everybody's pretty cool, I'm assuming, with like modeling, like your post or Matt's post or whatever. So because I've been in other things where I've gotten like spanked for ripping off somebody's stuff. So I don't feel that here, but I just want to make sure I put that out there.
Hey
Well,
Jeff, if it's on my Facebook, I probably ripped it off from somebody and changed it a little bit. 'Cause I'm not that creative, my friend. And just so you know, if it's on Facebook, it's free game. When people sign into Facebook, they sign their life away already for pictures and posts. And so anyway, I've seen that before too, Jeff. But you
Yeah.
can steal anything I put up. We recommend you make it your own. That you
Yeah.
I do.
that your
I was
audience
gonna.
knows your personality, and that's what it comes
Yeah.
down to.
You don't have to
Yeah, I
be
was just
anyone
gonna-
but yourself.
I was just gonna say that it's like I always make it my own, but I just don't want somebody coming at me like I've had that happen before.
No,
So.
no. We're some cool people. This is why I recommend, reading something, right?
Right.
Like, my children, I want them to read books about self-development. Why wouldn't I? So we should too. I'll speak for I need to. So if I'm going to, and I read something that jumps out of the pages at me with a book, maybe here, I'm going to share it. I'm going to share it with people. And I've had people say, well, thanks, I needed to hear that today. And it's not about jumping out of the bushes and saying, hey, have you heard of Save Club? It's the greatest thing ever. Like, that's not what it's about. It's about becoming a person that people want to get into business with. Yes. I mean, everyone wants to save money and make money. It's an obnoxiously ridiculous question. We all do. But do people want to get into business with you? So this is why we want to, become the people. This is why we have these hangouts.
Sell the team, Jeff. Sell and
Yes.
for everybody on here. Like we got a very strong leader in Jason, Aaron, Vince, myself, and so many other leaders. I shouldn't even start naming names, but just let people know there's a bigger picture than you. Utilize your enroller or their enroller for three-way calls. If people have questions, get yourself out of the way. Don't be the know-it-all. I've always been taught, don't be a tool, use the tools. And even if I've been doing this for 31 years of my life, I'm 51. I got started in network marketing when I was 20. I still tell people I just got started. You got to meet Jason. He's going to answer your questions and just get yourself out of the way. Get yourself out of the way, edify your leadership, it could be your brother, it could be your mother, it could be your sister. Edify them as being in the business a little bit longer than you. Get yourself out of the way because there's 4 magic words that any prospect wants to say to themselves when they're looking at opportunities. Anybody on the Zoom know what they are? I'm going to tell you what they are.
Yeah,
I can do that. Yep. What did Jeff do? Jeff invited me to take a look at a website, put their name and email and phone number in, watch a video and go inside and check out the back office and check around. Then what did Jeff do? Well, I had some questions. So Jeff got me on the phone with Matt, and Matt answered my questions because there's a trust and a respect factor between you. There's a trust factor between you and your friend or your prospect. There's a respect factor between me and your prospect or whoever you're doing a three-way call or you bringing the person to. And when you get that going, the trust respect factor and get yourself out of the way, that's when the magic happens. And as long as somebody's going, I can send people to a website. Oh, I can get out of the way and introduce them to Jeff to answer my questions. Oh my God, I can do that. You've got a winner chicken dinner right there.
Yeah. All stuff in the training. So anyone else with, hey, what's Save Club about questions? No? All right. Whoever wants to go 1-star, 2-star, make sure you reach out to myself. You sponsor Maddie, and we'll help you do it. But if you don't reach out to us, we can't help you. Sorry. All right. Again, I want to thank everyone for being on. Any questions there? No. Very good. A Statabone and Lamantia. Yeah.
And I just posted, Vince, I don't know if you saw it yet. I did put it in my team leadership chat, but I also posted it in Team Inspire Facebook group, Jason's team group. The new
Maddie
1 minute and 43 second how to go 2-star with the company, the exact steps to duplicate. Yes. It's an awesome video. Charles sent it to me this afternoon. I believe we're the first team to have it uploaded because I got it out to everybody immediately, and it's simple. So
great book. Great stuff. All right, Team Gang friends.
All right, have a great evening, everybody.
It's been swell. See you at the top. Let's go do it.